Hello guys, hello guys. Welcome back in my YouTube channel. First of all, thank you for support. Today I solve one of the most important question, which name is minimum element after replacement with digit count. First of all, it is a today daily challenge question, and in which we solve this question today daily challenge. First of all, I read about this question. You are given an integer array. First of all, I have given an integer array, and then you replace element in num with sum of its digit. It means if I have given any array and in which mm, each number given in array which finds sum and to find the minimum sum of a number in array. Just example, you have a given array. In this array, element is 10, 12, 13, 14, and we find if we find sum 1 plus 0 is equal to 1, 1 plus 2 is equal to 3, 1 plus 3 is equal to 4, 1 plus 4 is equal to 5, and then minimum is 1, and then final answer is 1. And same to same example is example 2, example 3, and also I read constants norms of length is 100, and then according to norms of length is 100, it means n is equal to 100, and then we predict time complexity reach nearly big O n square, big O n cube also valid. And then i try to I try to solve this question, guys. And then welcome in my dashboard. First of all, I write the code. You have given an array num, and we return integer. And then, first of all, we write the code. First of all, matlab I create a variable which name is minimum, and it initialize with int max, because we return, yeah, we find the minimum value, then minimum initialize with int max, and we perform for loop in num, and then each element find a sum. मतलब कि basically कि in num it means given array in which present every number, and then we find num, and which sum compare with mix. Just like minimum compare minim is equal to minimum of minim, comma, and we find sum मतलब basically we create a function sum, and even its function is find to sum of number, and in this pass the is a basically number, it means element of num, and then compare it, and in last we return minimum. And finally, we implement the sum function. Sum function, its return type is sum, and function name is sum, in which argument is n, it is a array, and in which we create another variable is it is a finding sum, and I create a while loop n does not is equal to 0. It is a very simple question, मतलब a simple function of sum, because it is used in frequently used in multiple questions, and it is a very simple question, a very simple function. And we find the last digit in modulo 10, and then we find the digit, and we sum with last digit, and in uh, decrease by last digit, it means divided by 10, and we return s is a sum of element of array. And then it is my complete code. I explain it. It is a main function, and in which we create a minimum. Minimum is a variable which find the minimum, and it initialized with int max, because it find minimum, and we perform the for loop on num. It means array. It is a for each loop, not a direct for loop. It is a for each loop, and in which It is a line in which find compare with sum to minimum and find minimum in last to return minimum. And it is a function of finding sum. It is a function of finding sum, and it finds sum of each element of a num, and in which passes the each element one by one. And then I try to submit. I try to submit it and try to submit it passes all test cases, and I try to submit it. Yes, guys, it is 100% beat. And thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much.